Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. This video will be taking a closer look at a new game for the ColecoVision. Came out end of last year, 2015, and it's by us at ColecoVision Games. We got started basically making new games for the old ColecoVision, of course, and we've expanded to other consoles. But this is a game that actually I'm a big fan of because this is based on one of my favorite arcade games out there, and that is Tron. Tron is an arcade game based on the movie by Disney. It came out in the 80s, of course. And then there was a sequel came out a few years back, which is actually pretty good. But when the original Tron movie came out in theaters, I was blown away at the special effects. A lot of CGI back then in the early 80s, which was really impressive. And this is one of the games. So the original Tron game, the arcade, had four games in it, right? So this is one of the games. This is the light grid game version of it. And it plays really well on the ColecoVision. So I just want to show you some gameplay. I have two different versions here. It's the same game. So on my right to your left is the standard version that a lot of people can pick up. And we like to release limited edition ones as well. And this is what this is right here. My left hand to your right is the limited edition run. Same game, but just different box art, different label, different cartridge. We are working on updating our website currently at ColecoVision.com. Should be up shortly. We're going to have some games available for purchase if you guys are interested. But either way, I appreciate you guys checking this out, and let's take a closer look. So before I show you some gameplay, I want to show you a closer look at each version up close. So this is like the standard version, and this is done in the same style as a lot of classic ColecoVision games were. So it's got the arcade in the front, a high-resolution video game cartridge, really high-quality box. Here's a screenshot, of course. One thing about the ColecoVision is a lot of great arcade ports. So this was common to see games come out for an arcade to the ColecoVision. This game was never released for the ColecoVision, obviously. And this is what the manual looks like. I love the artwork. This was done by Vince. He's very, very talented and does a great job. So you open it up, you got like the old school instructions, shows you how to hook up the ColecoVision. You know, it's got the controller, which I think is kind of the Achilles heel for the system. It's not a great controller, but that's really the only knock on it. Some green shots, how to play, obstacles. There are about 50 levels in this game, actually, but it gets very, very challenging. Even the programmer has come out and said that even he can't get to the 50th level, really, because it's so hard. But yeah, there is 50 levels in here. All right, and then it's up to 4 players, which is cool. So you can play 4 players at once. There is an adapter, which is cool, that they released for the ColecoVision, which has where you can actually play multiple controllers. So it's like a Y adapter, so you can actually, rather than 2 controllers, you can plug in 4, which is sweet. So it is a 4-player game. Here is the cartridge itself. We actually own our own ColecoVision molds. So these carts molds, we actually own it, and we can make different colors and labels, all that good stuff. Very cool. So, and this is the special edition version, and this is signed by Todd, the programmer. So did a great job with this game, and love the artwork again. This is kind of the preliminary sketch by Vince. Looks really cool. Back is almost identical. This arcade quality is a little bit different, but pretty much the back is pretty much the same. Same manual, and both versions actually comes with a sticker as well. So our Park Fun Games is who programmed it, and this is what the cartridge looks like. I think it's really cool looking. So different label, obviously. The back is blue, and the front is clear. I think it's pretty sweet looking. Let's plug this bad boy in and check it out. So here it is, Light Grid Racing, based on Light Cycle's portion of the Tron arcade. Came out in the 80s, and it's a really fun arcade. This is, of the 4 mini games in that game, this is my favorite one. Controls are really simple, and this game is really easy to catch on. So you basically move up, down, left, right, and you have action button, which is your boost button. I'm the blue character, and the goal is if you hit any wall, you die. So you definitely want to plan on, obviously, you're the last man standing wins each course, but it gets challenging because oftentimes you find yourself getting trapped or running into your own wall, which can kind of get very irritating. So my strategy is try to go as slow as I can and go in a lot of squares. This is up to 4 players, as I mentioned before, and I haven't played this game on 4-player on the ColecoVision, but I can imagine this game being a lot of fun. And just like the arcade, these opponents are in a pattern. So it's all about finding the right pattern and kind of stick with the pattern. Then I pass that stage as well. Now, what's really cool about this particular game, though, this is different than the arcade in the sense that there's actually an enhanced version, an advanced version of this game as well. So there's different patterns. So there's new walls, for example, that were never in the arcade. There's new obstacles that you never had to deal with in the arcade. So if you like light cycles, this is definitely a game to check out, because it's a lot of fun. Now, I do apologize that at some point in the capturing this gameplay, the audio and the video got unsynced. So what you're hearing doesn't match what you're seeing. I apologize. That is not the case when you actually play the game. There are other objects you can get. This is like a lightning bolt. It makes you go forward. That can be actually a good or bad thing depending on where you're at, as that a person actually just died because you ran into one. But there's other items you can get too, where you have like blasts you can shoot left or right, which can kill enemies. And there's various blocks you can get as well, which will delete certain walls of certain opponents, or your own possibly. So there's definitely more to it than just moving around. It's a lot of strategy in this game. It's one of those games easy to pick up and play. There is a bonus level as well. The bonus stage is to try to get as many objects as you can without, of course, killing yourself. And it is timed. So this again was not in the original arcade. So I love the fact that it's unique, different than the arcade. So, but overall, it's a really fun game to check out. Those blocks here that you're going to see flashing, depending on what you get, will delete a certain opponent's wall. So right now I just deleted the green wall. But thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. You guys want to stay in touch, so I'll put my contact information below, as well as ColecoVision. We'll see you guys soon. Take care and game on. Also, please subscribe. That means a lot. And if you want to stay in contact, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I also have a website, Gamester81.com, and I have t-shirts available to help support the show as well. And those are available at chopchopgoods.com.